welcome back to Blokebox. In today's video, we're going to show how Sigma males can make the most of their introversion. Did you know that the Sigma male is actually the introverted version of the alpha male? He lives life in his own way, and yet he carries the best traits of both the alpha and the beta male. He might be an introvert, but he's quietly confident, and therefore doesn't need validation from other people. His personality is more complex than you might assume, and it can take some time to dig beneath the layers. But a Sigma male usually has much more to offer than it might initially appear. Sigma males have been through it. They have lived experiences, good and bad. They have triumphed, they have suffered, and they have gotten to know who they are as a result. He doesn't need to be the life of the party. He knows who he is and what he wants. Now, if you fall into the category of a Sigma male or introverted alpha, there are some ways of dealing with your introverted side and using it to your advantage, especially in social situations. And that's what we're going to cover in today's video. So here are 9 ways to make the most of your introversion as a Sigma male. Number 9. Get out of your head. It's difficult to read introverts, and as such, it can make others uncomfortable and confused. As an introvert, you will naturally process things internally, which means you won't always be communicating things outwardly in an effective way, particularly if you're working as part of a team. It's important to be aware of this and strive to give people as much information as possible in as many ways as you can, and in doing so, productivity will improve tenfold. Number 8. Find the positive in active listening. Sigma males are known to be men of few words. They prefer to listen, only interjecting when they have something of value or truth to say. Therefore, they make naturally great listeners. Make the most of this skill and start to see how positive this skill of active listening really is in allowing you to effectively communicate and engage with others. Don't be afraid to assert yourself when necessary, whilst staying open to other opinions, and let the benefits of doing so help you reach your goals. Number 7. Push yourself. To grow personally and professionally, we all have to learn to push ourselves, which can be tough when you have an introverted side like the typical Sigma male. This means you have to push yourself into conversations or situations where you can become vulnerable. It may not be comfortable, but pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone is what's going to help you evolve and improve your relationships with others. Number 6. Beware the lone wolf. Being a Sigma male, you're used to being the lone wolf, doing things your way, in your own time, usually on your own. You also probably identify with the saying, if you want things done right, you'd better do them yourself, right? You have to admit, these do sound like the words of an introvert. It's easy to instinctively look for ways to do things solo whenever possible as a Sigma male, because the introverted side of you gets easily drained by constant interaction with others. This can be risky, however, as always looking to do things alone can come across as arrogant or moody, unwilling to work with others. While it's fine to do things on your own, aim for a healthy balance between doing just that, but also working with others. Number 5. Don't put yourself or others in a box. It's dangerous to label people as one thing and put them in a box, even though we all have natural tendencies and preferences. This is easy to do as an introvert, which is why it's important to work on your flexibility and open-mindedness for when you are forced into social situations. To improve your ability to connect with and influence people when the situation calls for it, you need to make the effort to get to know others as well as yourself, and be willing to be flexible and bend around the constraints of labels and boxes. Number 4. Don't identify as an introvert. On the note of not being quick to label, it's also a good idea not to label yourself as an introvert. As we know, labeling is dangerous and will often bring along with it a lot of baggage and negative connotations that aren't actually true. You are more than one thing. Many things make up who you are as a person. Instead, you should focus on your positive attributes that make you unique. For example, are you strategic or detail-orientated? Are you logical or creative? Talk about the things that energize you, your passions and your skills. Focus on the things that make you uniquely you, And above all, be unapologetically yourself. Number 3. Prioritize your alone time. We all know by now that Sigma males enjoy their own company and will generally make alone time a priority. But for anyone, especially those with office jobs or high-demanding work schedules, it can be difficult to find enough alone time to think about and process things, Sigma male or not. Being an introvert, you need to be proactive about making sure that you carve out that alone time in your busy day to remove yourself from other people and other energy-sapping stimuli. Try to set aside an hour at the beginning or end of your day where you can be alone. For introverts, alone time is fundamental for success. Number 2. Find time to recharge. If you're a hardworking Sigma male, you will always be trying to manage your brain fatigue. That's why it's not only important to carve out alone time during your busy day, but also utilizing some of that alone time for quiet decompression to recharge and refuel that social tank, even if it's just for 15 minutes. It's also a good idea to leave 1 or 2 evenings free a week of any social obligations to maximize this important time. Number 1. Plan, prepare, practice. Considering how interacting with others will soon sap the energy of an introvert and increase their anxiety levels, it's important for a Sigma male to practice mastering social and work demands, which can easily leave them feeling anxious and stressed. You can do this by planning and preparing for these demands in advance, anticipating and practicing how to approach, engage, and interact with others. The more you can master this, the more you'll feel like you are gaining a sense of control, which will help to decrease your anxiety. Practice makes perfect. So there you have it, 9 ways to make introversion work to your advantage in social situations. Thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you next time.